in the next track, New Clothes, it
Mhm.
seems like this is taking place during a hot day.
Yep. Summertime. This is, it's like a summertime thing. You hear it's mainly supposed to like evoke like a feeling of agoraphobia, you know, um, like depression, maybe the world existing and going on, and you can hear it and see it outside your window, but you can't get out of bed. You can't. You're afraid to leave the room. You're afraid to look at yourself because you know that you look disgusting and you smell bad and shit. But then, when you finally do go outside, if just to take the trash out, then you end up like walking around outside for 2 hours because the sunlight is now on you. It's like new clothes. It's like you want to be seen. You feel good. So yeah,
Damn,
that's what that's about.
damn, that's a really good comparison. That's a really good comparison to what the sun does to you.
It really does,
But it can
man.
also it can make you go crazy too.
It can because like the pressure, especially the pressure of summertime, if you feel in any sort of imbalance and then the summertime comes and you're supposed to feel good. Everybody says that, summertime, you're supposed to be out macking, girls in sundresses, kids playing. It's shit to do, right? Everybody, but you don't feel like that. So there's that like it's that shit driving you crazy too. You almost wish it was cold and shitty outside
Mm-hmm.
because that's how you feel until you get out there and you be like, oh, I ain't even really got to do shit, but just be out here. I like this. So, yeah,
I didn't know there was a proper way to cough.
there is. From the diaphragm, man, from deep. Can't cough from the chest, you ain't gonna get nothing done. You
Right.
gotta cough from deep down. Also wanted to make a point about new clothes because me and Spencer, who's the person that mixed the entire album and mastered the entire album, uh, like he's fucking genius. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think I'll work with any other mix engineer ever. Sorry, Jim Stewart, I love you to death, but like Spencer's my guy, man. He like, and Jim's great, but Spencer and me really clicked. Anyway, we had like a dispute about those guitars that you hear at the end
Mm-hmm.
because he didn't like how disruptive they were. And I wanted them to be disruptive like that because I wanted to kind of express the idea that that life that doesn't care what you going through, like it's going to still continue. You feel me? So like there would be times where in New York where I would be sad as fuck, having serious conversations, trying to do work, trying to make music. And the person below me will start playing Suavemente as loud as you possibly can imagine. It sounds like it's in your living room. You can't do nothing about it. It's 8 million people here. You know what I'm saying? Or you got your window open and this niggas driving by at the time bumping Bodak Yellow, like as loud as you can possibly. What you gonna do? Go outside and tell them to be quiet? This is New York City. It doesn't give a fuck. Figure out how to get it done still. So like I wanted to kind of evoke that feeling of interruption and having to accept interruption and make it musical. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, man, that's deep. It's like the little stuff like that that's in this album is it. It has meaning. Like everything has meaning.
Yeah, I want it. I mean, I know people be saying this a lot. Like niggas be saying this, but I really want this shit to be viewed as an art piece, like how you would look at a painting. Like I heard the story about Jackson Pollock. He did this black series, and on one of the paintings there was like 3 little red dots, and like all these people was gathered around making these trying to make these like pretentious assumptions about what these red dots meant. You know what I'm saying? And I, minus the pretentiousness, I do want people to kind of like read into things. Like if something sounds weird, then it's probably is, and it probably has like think about life when you listen to my shit. Don't just like listen to it in a vacuum. Like You're probably gonna have interruptions of your own when you listen to it. If you got headphones on, you're gonna hear the world. Like I feel like musicians, the evolution of music today is you have to incorporate sounds of the world in your shit because people are still experiencing the world as they listen to your shit because nobody is in their house with a record player sitting in their living room listening to an album in isolation no more. That doesn't exist. And artists are doing that. Like Frank Ocean is one, you know what I'm saying? Kendrick, various TDE artists, like that's their fucking trademark. Incorporating environmental sounds and environmental concepts in their shit.